What is up, YouTube? I'm coming to you today with the kickoff to my drone review series. I'm going to hopefully be doing more reviews on drones in the future with your help by liking and subscribing. Today I have the UDI U818A-1 Quadcopter new version from UDI R. The new version just means it's an HD camera compared to the old camera they had. It is a 720p camera at 30 frames per second. Although I was a little disappointed because it looks a little more like 480p, but for the size and price, it's still definitely worth the money. So before I get into some pros and cons, I'm going to go to the field tests, and you will see me more out there testing the drone and telling you what it's all about. See here, I launched it from upside down in my hand, and it autocorrects itself as you launch it. You're able to just throw this drone in the air and start flying. It does, as you can see, left, right, forward, and backwards. And you can even spin it 360 degrees. I only did a little spin right there. And you have great control over this drone, enough to land it right back in my hand. One of the cons of this drone is it is very susceptible to the wind. I was flying last night in low wind conditions, but up higher it gets low windy, and it just totally took it. At night it was hard to find. Luckily we did find it. So this is just a little demonstration to show you kind of how the wind takes it. I'm just going to go straight up, and this is trimmed to hover, so this is all the wind. This is not anything to do with the trim. It's a very light breeze right now, and you can see it's still kind of blowing to the right. So you can see there's a strong gust right there. It really took it. I'm not doing anything but throttle. And that's what happens sometimes right there, and the wind will just take it straight down. This drone has about 100 meters distance on the controller. The website advertises a little less, but it's around 100 meters. This is a great beginner drone because it's super durable. I've ran this into trees, dropped it from the sky when it lost battery, a number of things. So just to demonstrate how durable this is, I'm going to fly it up as far as it can and let it drop all the way. So here we go. As you can see, it's pretty far up there. It looks about the size of an airplane now. And it's still going on my controller. And a great thing about this is as soon as you lose it, as soon as it comes back into radio connectivity, it'll start back up again. So you really can't lose it. Alright, I am still on the controller, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop it now for demonstration. Here we go. You can see it's just kind of gliding down. The propellers kind of act as a built-in parachute. I'm going to drop right onto the tennis course here. Good demonstration. You see that's a pretty hard hit. And I'm going to just fly it back up. As you can see, it just dropped on the tennis court surface, and it's totally fine. None of the propellers are broken, as you can see. The body plastic's still intact. It's this very bendy plastic. It really helps run into stuff, and it's got this kind of bubble of air right here with nothing under, so if it hits, just kind of hits that plastic bubble, and then it can recover, as you see. So fully functional. As you can see right now, there's some flashing lights indicating low battery, including the front LED and the bottom 4 LEDs. Just as a side note, these back 2 red indicator lights, front 2 blue indicator lights really help night flight, forward and backwards, and left and right. So the best feature of this drone by far is the durability. As I showed you with the drop tests, for a beginner who isn't as comfortable with the controls of a drone, it's a good way to familiarize yourself with the controls without fear of damaging the product. You can see the bendy plastic right here. The worst feature is probably the wind. It has a very strong pull on the drone. Even a minor breeze can pull it away, especially as you get higher and higher up. So some pros of this drone. The best feature is the high durability. As I said, it can take multiple crashes and continue functioning. The camera is okay quality, but it's good for the price. The flip option is always a crowd pleaser, using the left trigger here or the function button right there. The controller can go about 80 to 100 meters compared to the advertised 30, which was a concern of mine, and I'm very glad it goes further. The charge time is only about 90 minutes compared to the advertised 120, and flight duration is about 8 minutes per battery on high speed, which is mode 2, which I'll talk about in a minute. And batteries can be exchanged one after another to increase your flight time. The cool lights indicate the front and back at night, and the spotlight on the front, as you saw earlier. Also the flashing beeping to indicate the low battery so you don't lose it or drop it far away. The 2-mode controller allows for beginner flight at low speeds, which is mode 1, and higher speeds with less auto stabilization from the gyroscope. So you can see right here the speed button. You can press that and toggle between mode 1 and mode 2. Mode 1 is more beginner and auto stabilizing of the gyroscopes, and mode 2 is quicker with less auto stabilizing, and you can get some quicker speeds. So some cons. Files from the video sometimes come back as corrupt, even midway through, which is weird to me. This could be because of going out of range of the controller, or the cheap mini SD card that comes with the drone. I invested in a higher quality one and found that that fixed some of the problems. As I said, it's very susceptible to wind, although this is common to lots of drones. The camera is at kind of an odd angle that requires you to get some more height to get a good shot. This isn't that bad, but there's no way to reposition it, so that's why it's a con. It's hard to keep still and at a hover, which is a downfall to anybody using this mainly for filming, but messing around with the trim a little bit with low wind, you could get a pretty good hover, and it doesn't affect the overall flight and is still fun to drive around. This kit also comes with this charger right here. You can plug into any USB, such as this. Just have to have a USB to outlet. You plug the battery right in, and the light will turn off and turn back on when it is done charging. They have a relatively short charge time. This comes with 2 batteries. You can charge both at the same time. This also comes with some extra small gears for the little ones in the drone. They go right in there. Those break more easily. Also have 4 extra propellers and a little screwdriver to replace those or replace motors. The controller, right here you can see you have throttle, and then this will spin the drone like a clock hand right there. This will lean left, lean right, forward, lean backwards. So this is your steering. You have triggers here. The right trigger will turn on and off lights. The left trigger will activate flip mode. You have right here the option to take pictures, or options to start filming, and on the other side you have speed mode that I talked about and your function. You also have trim right here. You can trim all directions, and your power switch with a light, and then you have your indicator LED screen showing your trim, your percentage of throttle, if you're filming or not, camera taking pictures, filming, if your lights on or off, beeping for flip mode, your function for your flip, and your speed mode. It'll show it there also. I definitely recommend this drone to anyone, beginner or expert alike. While the camera is iffy, it's still a camera on a drone, which is really cool. And despite its vulnerability to wind, it's definitely a fun product and is well priced and very durable for those accidental crashes that are bound to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more and comment if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them, and let me know if you have any other review requests. Thanks.